Updated October 7, 2018, 9 hours, 44 minutes and 9 seconds. Of the approximately 70 young guns selected at next month's AFL National Draft, only a select few will forge long AFL careers. In fact, according to the AFL Players Association, a player picked up at age 18 can expect to be cut within just 6 years. Despite this, young footballers are still entering the draft unprepared for life after footy, believing that having their name called out is an instant meal ticket for life. Some of them don't really grasp the concept and comprehend the reality that that is actually a possibility, said Adrian Caruso, Greater Western Sydney Giants national recruiting manager. They come in and they don't think that it's going to end in 2 years, so they don't plan fully for it. Jerome Webley realised his AFL dream when he was selected by Richmond at pick 67 in the 2009 draft. Just 3 seasons later, he was delisted and the dream was over. All of a sudden he was back in Tasmania playing for his home club Clarence. I didn't handle it as well as I could have, he said. I'd like my time again. I got here and played some good footy but wasn't as damaging as I could have been because mentally I was fried. Persistent injuries and a lack of form meant Webley was somewhat prepared to be cut, but he says all too often players have no inkling and no backup plan. Most guys are 18, they're looking at a gap year or uni or going into a trade. They've just finished school, he said. They don't have anything. It's their be-all and end-all. Players need to have a plan. Life after footy has become an area of interest for sports psychologists like Emma Harris, who are increasingly being called upon to help pick up the pieces when a young player is let go. They're trying to work out where they stand with a lot of unknowns and questions being asked. It can take a toll, she said. The stress can get the better of them, and you can see that impact in what they're doing and saying, and how their behavior is. For some, the lead up to the draft itself can result in severe anxiety. They're getting photos in the paper, their name in the news, and they get the questions of, where are you going to get drafted to? Who's interested in you? What's going on? Some of them don't know how to cope with it, he said. Webley believes state bodies have a role to play in adequately preparing players for life post-football, and for the disappointment of not being drafted. I think it's something that at a state league level, as a competition, it's probably something we need to invest in because people drop out from footy with major disappointment, he said. Players need something outside footy as well. If they don't make it, they need something they can do next. A lot of young players can't handle it. There are players who will defy the odds and have long, successful careers. Launceston's Taryn Thomas is expected to be one of them. He is likely to be selected by North Melbourne in the first round and play a major role in ushering in a new era of success at the club. Being in the position I am, or any position leading up to the draft, there's always pressure, he said. With that expectation comes severe scrutiny. Earlier this year, a media report surfaced questioning Thomas's personal circumstances, including his living arrangements and school attendance. It was a brutal welcome to life as an AFL player for the sheltered 18-year-old, who is yet to even step foot into the big league. It's not fair on me or my family. It's my private life, he said, but I can't handle or control that. I can control what I can control, not what other people do. In the case of some players, it's a matter of being careful of what they wish for. A lot of people go over and can't handle it, not because they can't play AFL football, but because they can't handle the environment, Webley said. Those sentiments aren't likely to deter this year's crop of AFL hopefuls, who will find out their fate on November 22 and 23. Topics: Australian Football League, Tasmania first posted October 7, 2018, 9 hours, 31 minutes and 6 seconds.